we are halfway through the year. So we want to take a look at 2024 so far and give some of our thought. I'm glad you brought up Jade because I want to get to tag team of the year. I just love this pairing of Jade Cargill and Bianca so much, winning those women's tag team champions, that I feel like they came out of nowhere at the end and got that biggest tag team out there right now. Who is standing out for you for 2024 so far for tag team?
They have the potential, and we haven't had a women's tag team like this too either yet. They could really stand out like this. So this could be really exciting. There's some good teams out there, but honestly, I feel like tag team of the year is one of the most open things right now. We don't have that dominant tag team anywhere. Even the Bucks and FTR and AEW, I feel like have lost steam in the sense that they've just been preoccupied with other storylines and multiple person matches. I'll go AEW on this one. I'll go the Bucks in the meantime, just as the champs, and to be a little different and say they've been the tag team of the year so far.
I was going to say the Bucks. You could argue for them with the way they did that whole thing with the CM Punk footage. We didn't like it, but it was towards more of their turn towards these EVP heavy heels that they've been. And I've liked the change. I hate them whenever they're on the screen, but I know that's kind of what they're going for. So it feels like they're winning there. Speaking of tag teams, the Crockett Cup started, I believe, last week for NWA. So another great place where a lot of teams are getting featured, but not. Once again, it's like the TNA thing where it's happening on a lower level, so not as many people are seeing it. Gallows and Nathan Frazier and Axiom.
Yeah.
In NXT, they are a tag team that I've enjoyed. I think they've been putting on great matches. It's really kind of rough that when we're trying to think of the best tag teams out there, we're trying to rack our brains for it because we're both tag team fans. We enjoy tag team wrestling, but where the state of tag team wrestling is now, and we said it last year, we might have even said it the year before, that there's been a little less of a focus on tag teams, and you almost have to really think like what tag team has really stood out.
Yeah, I mean, there was a period where AEW had all these great teams with the Bucks and FTR were fresh and the Lucha Bros, and they still do. It just seems like there's just not as much focus on them. And over in WWE, the Usos kind of ran the show for a long time with the Bloodline. And now that they've split up, it's just we haven't seen another team really kind of take over yet.
Solo and Tonga is another tag team that, well, I don't know. They've kind of moved more into faction mode. It seems like wrestling is almost moving away from set tag teams to having guys that were tag teams get into factions. With the Bloodline, it's a little different because they're family. But look at what the Young Bucks are doing. Look at what, I mean, WWE was doing it with the Good Brothers in the OC for a while, but then that kind of moved away and AJ went on his own. So once again, another year where the standout in tag team wrestling are kind of like muddled in there.